Hola guys and girls and welcome to a new Keyforge gameplay video. This time we are gonna look at the deck der herrliche Artemus from Hinterhof, which basically means the amazing Artemus from the backyard. And yeah, it is. I got this in the package together with the deck I showcased last time. Got a pretty good deal there from someone who stopped playing Keyforge and sold their collection. So and this you see, this is the more interesting one. This is the better one, and we are going to take this to the competitive ladder as well. Since I saw there's some comments that people would prefer that I do my games on the competitive part of the Crucible, which I understand. The guarantee is more competitive matches, basically, since everyone takes it more seriously there. And we do get some better matchup with other strong decks as well. Means we will have to wait maybe in between matches, but I can just cut that in editing, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal for the video itself. But yeah, now looking at this deck, what makes it so good? So the main part is of course the disc side. We have double control the weak, which is amazing in itself, but we do have stuff like double life ward as well to make it even more disruptive with the gateway to this. So once we destroy, we pop a life ward and boom. Opponent can't play creatures anymore. That in combination with control the weak is awesome, because sometimes you can just control the weak into something, play the life ward in the same turn, and they don't get to play a lot since you control the weak into something very weak. Then next turn you pop the life ward, doesn't matter which house you choose since it is an Omni effect. And then they can't play any creatures again for another turn, so potential to be very disruptive. Then we do have stuff like the Screaming Cave to just keep recycling our life wards and control the weaks and keep playing this. And yeah, another artifact in the Sacrificial Altar, which sometimes comes into play since we do have a good amount of humans. Since we have Sanctum and Untamed, we have the Hunting Witches, which are humans, which most likely we don't want to purge, but they are humans. The Witch of the Eye is a human as well. Then we do have Zekis, which is a human, the Radiant is human, Golgotha is sadly no human, but the two Remiels, which are humans, and the Bulwark is human as well. Yeah, Bulwark is a human as well. And then, yeah, some fine disc creatures, good disc creatures in Dust Imp, Double Pit Demon, and Schooler and Tentacles. Especially the Double Pit Demon. If you're in a scenario where we have the Screaming Cave on board and fine with calling this over and over and over again, having the Pit Demons on board just makes it so much easier to control the Aember as well for the opponents, since you get to steal. If you have both on board, steal per turn, 2 per turn. Then Aember control wise, we do have some stuff in Sanctum as well with the Doorstep to Heaven, which of course reduces the Aember to 5, so if they're trying to Aember rush, this is a nice card to have. Then Take Hostage as well does work decently well, since we do have a good amount of creatures which can work with. Some Aember rush with Witches works, and yeah, some buff stuff, Protect the Weak. And then just overall some beefy, good creatures which can get some nice armor with the Bulwark. On the Untamed side, of course, we have some Aember Rush going for ourselves. We do have double Hunting Witch together with Fluxia as well. In general, we have a good amount of creatures, like 21 creatures, which is quite a lot. So Trinket and Hunting Witch or Fluxia is rather easy. Then we have some other fun stuff like Do Fairy, some more removal with Lost in the Woods, and the World Tree, which you can recycle our Untamed creatures or disc creatures, whatever you feel like. So a lot of potential for recycling our creatures. We have a discard pile, a lot of disruption, good amount of Aember Rush, good amount of Aember control. Overall, very great package. And yeah, a pretty strong deck. So let's bring it to the competitive ladder and see how long we have to wait for a match. There it is. And yeah, I will cut till we have one. Here we are with a match versus Scizor 7-9. Let's start the game. Which opponent good luck and fun. I need to adjust this for a moment as well, since I was zoomed in the last time. I think this should be better. I did ditch the layout again because I think this is way better. Opponent has some connecting issues, because we can see, okay, this is like very, if I do this, is it bigger? No, not really. We have to keep it at this. But yeah, opponent is now connected, disconnected, he reconnected again, he's connected again. Yeah, seems we might have to do something else there. Okay, he is there, he is here. Let's start the game actually. And yeah, look at the deck, it's rather slow. Why is it so small? Because my window is so small? I don't know really. I'm not really happy with the layouts currently, as they are. You can still see the creatures, but they're not as big. Don't know if that's a problem with how I have set it up and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. I can go some nice Aember Rush and Untamed, since you can only max one creature. We got Hunting Witch, Fluxia, and Herrliche. And yeah, I can't really tell what this deck is. Yeah, we need to after this match and for the next one, I will play around with the layout a bit and see if we can make this a bit better. But yeah, let's get the Hunting Witch out of there. Let's get the Fluxia out of there. Why is it marking the pictures? Yeah, it's not. And then get the Herrliche out of there as well to be at 4 Aember and end the turn right there. We could just keep going with Untamed with what we have currently here. Since we do have the Lost in the Woods. I'm sorry for that sound. I do have my window open since it's rather hot currently in Germany. And we use the Mark, so he gets rid of the Hunting Witch. Assumed Asthma, he steals one, and then what is it? Chemio Clips. Okay. What is he? So he Chemio Clips my Fluxia back in the deck, which is I'm not too mad about. I'm actually a fan of that. There's not really anything I want to lose in the woods at the moment, so let's just go with Sanctum and get these creatures on the board. And yeah, keep going from there. Now our Untamed just keeps looking stronger and stronger. I don't really have any real Lost in the Woods target. I was thinking about doing that with my Fluxias, but he got that back into my deck myself. Making Chant of Hubris to put the Aember on what? On Ludo. Why would you do that? Ah, for the Axiom. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes a little bit of sense then. But yeah, let's just go with our Untamed stuff. Now we can Lost in the Woods these two, get rid of the ward on you, and yeah, play the Murmok, play the Dew Fairy, and play the Witch of the Eye, which my opponent definitely wants to get rid of as well pretty soon. And we do get our start in this, which is awesome. So we do get our good hand in this, so we can start calling that, because this is the most fun you can call in this deck. The most fun house. With the control weeks, life wars, all the shenanigans. But obviously we do have a scary board now for him. Because I could just go with Untamed again next round. But I'm assuming he will do something about this. Yeah, he goes to Saurian, fights probably with the Witch of the Eye. Yep, there it is. Does he do something else? Does he then do something else? Funning Strike to kill the Dew Fairy to damage on you, and then Imperium to ward him again. Okay, seeing this, do I care? Yeah, I do care. Let's just go with this. He just played a lot of Saurian, but let's go with this again, get our stuff on board and force him again into Saurian. Because I can steal now one, and yeah, force him into Saurian again, which he just played for a few turns in a row. And we do draw our second control of the week, which is super nice. Yeah, which makes it very... Okay, he has an Odak. Did draw the Odak, did draw the Questor. And what else do we see? So he did draw a good amount of Saurian creatures again. Pretty good for him there. And then he reaps. So yeah, we forge our key right here. Do we? I think I just go with obviously with Sanctum and just get these creatures on board and get some Aember Rush going with these two cards. And just do a pop the Life Ward. He has a lot of creatures, right? Yeah, let's pop the Life Ward so he can't do Kirby shenanigans. He didn't call Starlines yet, so his hand might be full of Starlines. So I'm a fan of kind of negating that. Because Starlines has a lot of play effects with their creatures. Like I say, he has double Kirby, he has Walls, he has Frayne, he has Ingram, Garcia. All these stuff we can prevent through that. It goes with Shadows, Pestering Glows, my Murmok. And discards Bad Penny and Chemo Eclipse. And that's it. Okay, that makes me really want to go with this again. Just play the Screaming Cave. I could sack the Sackwiz right now to get something back. But what would I want to get back? The Hunting Witch? Not really. I mean, I could force him into Shadows. He just played Shadows. What else does he... I want to force him into Shadows. He played both there. Pacing Probe Mark. Hit and Run could be a thing. Yeah, I really want to go with... and get my Hunting Witch back. Let's do that. Let's purge our Sackwiz and get the Hunting Witch on board. I could... Okay, if I keep something on board, let's go with the Witch of the Eye, actually. Get that there. Then I can discard you, since I don't need to board right now, and then force him back into Shadows, since he just played a lot of stuff there. His hand is probably full of Starlines, since he didn't get to play Starlines at all so far. So yeah, that's nice. So we get our second key, and then we can go with Untamed, which allows us to reap a few. Get the... What do we want? If we get the Hunting Witch back, how much Ember can we gain? Hunting Witch into second Hunting Witch is 1 Ember, that's 2 for you, another 2 for you. We get to check again, so yeah, we do that. We get to play a Hunting Witch. We get to play a Hunting Witch, we get to play a Snufflegator, we get to play a Big Twig, and we get to play the Way of the Wolf on you, so you do get Skirmish, I think this gives you. Yeah, nice Skirmish, so we can fight with you without worry, and get rid of the Ward on Ludo, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the Ward on Ludo, and just keep it like this. It's very likely that I might win already here, but we will see. He's a lot of stuff he wants to get rid of. Double Hunting Witch and the other witch right here. The Witch of the Eye. Triple Witch on the board. And I'm a check with 7 Ember. He has a lot to deal with right now. He has my board to deal with, which I'm just going to run away with otherwise. He has my Ember to deal with, otherwise I'm going to win. My opponent definitely has some struggles right here to actually prevent me from losing. No, and it seems it is a GG. It seems it is a GG. He just pulled the GG in the chat. So yeah, here's the first time actually he plays Starlines. Okay, he actually has the Garcia. So it's not GG yet. So I don't know why I said GG. Probably because he can't deal with my bot at the moment. So he just he knows that I am allowed to play with the double hunting witch. Then plays that, and yeah, let's see. It just makes the most sense to go with Untamed again, right? Just to do that, kill the Garcia, stun the Frayne. Oh, he forfeited either way. Okay, he forfeited either way. So, yeah, it seems he didn't draw what he had to draw to still stall the game a bit further. But yeah, you already saw how strong this deck is. My opponent is at 0 keys. It was just the double control the week with the life ward was able to basically control the match overall. And I got to recycle stuff with the Sacrificial Altar and with the Witch of the Eye and just Aember rush my opponent to death. But yeah, let's go for another one in the competitive part of the ladder. Let's hope we don't face him again. That is of course a thing, since not that many people are playing competitive in comparison to casual. But yeah, I will cut till we have a match versus versus a new opponent. And here we are with a match again versus Mark Chung 11. This name is familiar. I definitely faced him before in the ladder, I think. But yeah, I did change the layout as well, so everything should be a bit bigger right now and easy to see, especially in the top right. But yeah, let's just go. Is it double Battlefleet, double Battlefleet battle? Double Battlefleet, double Fantasy. That's what I want to say. Boom. There we go. Okay, this is my starting hand. I am gonna keep it because I have a good start in Doorstep to Heaven. So this is... I actually saw this exact deck someone just posted on Facebook to sell. So it might be someone who wants to try this deck out before he buys it or something like that. Since it's the deck double Battlefleet, double Fantasy combo shenanigans, I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna play Sacrificial Altar and end the turn there. And then, like I said, most likely just going with this with Sanctum next, because it gives me 4 Aember, which would bring me to check. And we do see 1 Seed down, 1 Nocturnal Maneuver down, and yeah, let's go with Sanctum. It's just, I will play the Doorstep to Heaven right away, just to gain this next Aember and be at check with this, which is a pretty awesome start. Not gonna lie, definitely brings us ahead right here. Oh, it is actually, if he plays another card right here, it might be problematic. Actually, I have to go, it seems I have to go like this. We will find out. We will find out. He goes with Brobner. Can I go? Keep going? I mean, then these overlap, which is a bit annoying. So let's go with this. Then they still overlap a little bit, but not as much. Yeah, we do get our first key. Very fast, very easy there. Do I go with... I think I just go with this and get these creatures on board. Not really a reason to not do that. Play you out. Play the... A little bit lagging a bit, which is a bit annoying. Like, it's not as smooth as it usually is, and then end the turn there. Just play a bunch of creatures. Sadly, the Schooler or Schuler, I heard it pronounced different ways. I usually go with Schooler. That's at least what we do in our German, at least local community, but it might be Schuler as well. I heard that from like other people too, so it might be a thing. So he kills Remiel, I'm assuming? No, he kills the Dustip to give me Aember and get rid of it again, and then Cowards ends me. Okay. Makes sense. Lords the board with some Brobner stuff. And that makes me just want to go with Untamed to Lost in the Woods and send these cards right back, like the Rouge Ogre and the Valdre, which is... Would we want to go with the Crump? I think I'm not as scared about the Valdre. Let's turn the Crump away, get the Witch of the Eye. Oh, played the wrong way. My bad. Could have gained 1 Aember there. Yeah, should have played the other way around to gain the extra Aember. But he goes with Mars now. Okay, we see Ammoniac. The Ammonia Clouds, and Smith of Ulik's Big Mouth, Mega Mouth. And I'm still pretty ahead, so I'm like fine with how things go at the moment. And the opponent has disconnected, and he has reconnected. Let's hope it stays that way. Plays the Grabber Gem as well. So I definitely don't want him to play Mars next turn. I mean, I'm fine with him playing Mars. Can use him then, capture some. Don't think I'm too worried about that. Because I could go with just my Sanctum stuff to get it on the board and wait for like a bigger this stuff, which I think I want to do. Because currently I'm not in a rush to like get more ahead. And yeah, didn't draw any more this stuff sadly, but still, these are at least big creatures which don't get as easily removed. And I like him playing, like he might go with Master, just it will give him a good amount of Ember. Goes with Untamed though, okay? See Vigor, healing his Valdre. Gain some Ember, the Sniffle Ape. And that's it though, okay. Then I'm just gonna go with Sanctum again, to be honest. Play the Sacrifice as well. Give my... I could give him to kill you. And you. Yeah, let's give it to shoulder armor to you, so I can fight with you right away. Just get rid of these mask creatures, which are a bit annoying, just to make it a little bit less effective for him. And yes, keep it like this. Goes with Brobna, we see a Tremor to stun all these, which is fine. And then Valdre to reap, I assume, or does he want to get rid of enough heal? He reaps, okay. I mean, he's still only a free Ember, so I'm still rather fine. Is it time to go with this now? I can actually purge creatures. Like, he is a human, which I can purge again to get something on board. But I think I want to keep this for a hunting witch with Fluxia stuff, so let's go with this again, though. I mean, I have to go with this then, if I want to do that. But let's go with this first again. Play the Tentacus, play the Pit Demon. And then control the weak him into what? Let's go, I think let's go with Mars, right? Or do we want to force him into to Untamed again? I think Untamed is fine. Let's force him into Untamed. Untamed is, I think, the one I'm least scared at the moment. Oh, nice. We do have some more Untamed creatures, which is good with our thingamajigger. But I actually want to go with... Does he reap or does he fight? He reaped, okay. Yeah, I want to go with this again. Because now I can play first, I can play the Life Ward, and I can kill the Witch of the Eye, which is the main thing. First I can fight with you versus you. Then I can purge you to get the Schooler on board, which will steal one right away, since he has 4 Ember. Then we can use your action ability to steal another one. And then end the turn right there. And yeah, next turn we can get some nice Ember Rush with Untamed going. We are a check for our second key. So like I said, this deck didn't have too high of an SRS score. Is he going for Battlefleet now? Does he have enough mask cards in hand? It seems he does, okay. How much does he show us? Because he's only drawing stuff, he doesn't have like a key reduction or something like that. So I'm not that too scared. Like, he will draw a lot, yes? Okay, yes, he's connected. He's back. So it stays this way. He shows us Mind Warper and another Battlefleet. So we will draw 2 now. That means he can, then he seeds his Battlefleet to draw another 2, maybe 3. Maybe 3 cards. Yeah, this time he draws 3, and then he can play the next Battlefleet and draw another, at least, and draws another 3, okay. Yeah, so in total he drew 8 cards there, which is a good amount. Soft Landing into this Mind Warper. So yeah, you can do some Squawker as well, so you can do some stuff there. You can trigger the Mind Warper 2 times. Yep. And then you can reap with, you can actually 3 times even, since you can use he has still the Squawker in hand. So you can reap, trigger again, then the Squawker, trigger again. So you can prevent the key this way. Definitely can prevent the key this way. There's the Squawker. I assume raise John Smith again. Yep, there it is. Reap, and trigger Mind Warp again, I'm assuming. But we will find out. Yes, there it is. Put some more on the Schooler, which is fine with me. Currently you have 6 creatures, so there's the Emergency Command. And now we have 6 Ember on the Schooler. And that's the combo gone. And yeah, let's just go with Untamed and get our Ember back, I think. Yeah, let's go with Untamed and get our Ember back. Do I have something I want back? Yeah, actually do. First of all, let's play the Hunting Witch. Then let's play Fluxit last. I actually don't remember the exact amount of creatures he had, but just play it safe. Get myself to check again. And then put the... Let's see, what I'm playing next turn. I could go with Sanctum next turn. Most likely gonna go with... I'm not gonna go with this next turn. And I can give him... Play this, get another creature back. Let's assume I'm gonna go with... Because he's gonna deal with my Untamed stuff, right? But he wants to kill you as well. So let's assume we go Sanctum next turn. Unlikely. Unlikely, I want to say. It's more likely that he goes this next turn. So let's get the... Put you on top, so draw you again. And no, we don't. Let's trigger you, so we can play more Brobner creatures. And there we go. Okay, Sal should have gone with the Sanctum card. Or the Untamed card. Both would have made sense. But he can play creatures right now, which is good. He can still prevent the key since he does have the Screech Bomb. But if he wants to use the Screech Bomb, he at least has to give me an Aember. So that actually would bring me back to check again. Since I do still have the Tentacles on the field. Which is protected as well. So he has some troubles getting rid of that. Probably fights versus the Shula, I'm gonna say. No, he fights with the Hunting Witch, okay. So he keeps the Shula alive. Does he have more damage? Savage. Ah, okay. That he had. That he had. Wait, why didn't he have to... Ah, of course he was gone as well. He was destroyed as well by the Save the Pack. Yeah. How do we want to do stuff? I think just going with Untamed. Reap a bit. Stun the John Smith. And go from there. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense. Untamed first, while you have Skirmish still. Let's use you in fight. Just the Mind Warp is not that annoying, to be honest. I would have to fight 2 times. Am I willing to do that? I would need to reap once, yeah, so I'm willing to fight 2 times. So first, let's get rid of the... I think I should want to get rid of Valdo, because I'm gonna stun you. Mass is not that big of a problem. I would get rid of you since I want to get to check though. So yeah, now you still have Skirmish. Then you can play the Do Fairy to the right. Then you can reap if you and exhaust and stun the John Smith. And then we can use the World Tree again. What do we want to get back in hand? Let's go with our this stuff now. Since if the Gateway is happening soon, I do want at least some this stuff I can play right after that. So he has now a second key. We do have a little bit of the board advantage, but we still need to be worrisome of what he wants to do. Now at least his big turns are over. He only has 5 cards in hand. So the Battle Fleet turns are over now. The Grenade Snip. Waldorf fights versus who? Versus the Halakor, okay. Then he sacrifices Neventis for what? For Coward's End again, okay, interesting. Plays the Headhunter. And the Valde. And how did I lose to Aember now? Oh, Grenade Snip, right, that's a thing. Grenade Snip is indeed a thing. But yeah, let's board wipe ourselves then. Play Screech from 2. Let's go with this. Play the Gateway to this. And I don't want to discard you, I want to play you. Play these 2 boys out there. And end the turn. We drew finally our Control the Weak. Fertility Chant. Okay, that's scary because I don't have... Yeah, I have no way of getting rid of this Aember. Oh, he won already through that thing. Okay, that's the GG. Definitely did lose there. What was the mistake there? Like he used the Battle Fleet, of course, got a Battle Fleet combo off to draw 9 cards, which did bring him to big turns. But yeah, the scariest one was of course the Hoplite Command with like Mind Warpers he got to use a bunch of times. So maybe I should have gotten rid of the John Smith earlier. But yeah, that's the GG. Let's leave the game and look for the next one, because yeah, we can look for one more. Look for one more in this video, and we are facing Marco 0687. There we go. So this time we don't have to cut in between, since you immediately have a match, which is nice. Let's wait till he actually starts the match. If he does, maybe still have to cut. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I will cut till either this match starts or I found another one. Okay, and here we have a match versus Silver Huber. Marco never started the game, or at least not in the time I was willing to wait. So I left that and yeah, was looking for a new one, and we found Huber here. And we are second player. Does it have an early in his hand? Is he an Aember Rush deck? Is he like Aember Rush potential? A little bit, but not really. So I could keep this hand because it gives me Backtrick plus Fluxia on the first turn. Which I think, yeah, let's keep this hand. I like the start. Then I can give the Shoulder Armor to someone, play a Naffiel, and the Doorstep Heaven. So yeah, we have to have some fine looking turn 1 and 2 for me. He starts with Loggers and he hits me with the Jargargle. Okay. Put something on. I just clicked Sanctum. Well, that was a misclick on my part. That's of course sad, because their old Fluxia might maybe not be a thing. Let's just hope it is still. I mean, we did draw 2 creatures, so hopefully it is, but we will find out. We will find out if it is, actually. Let's hope he doesn't play too many creatures. I get a Criticoda on Nafiel and Ingram to ward herself, and what did he put in her? Light of the Archons, okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, I am gonna go with Untamed. Let's play the Halakor to the left of her, play the Fluxia to the left as well, and you to the right, so you're not that strong anymore. I can easily get rid of you with for the Criticoda and end the turn there. And we do have some nice Sanctum stuff again. Starlines again, okay, we see Kirby's of course always scary. We do want to get rid of him as soon as possible, which we can with Anafiel plus plays Hit and Run. Okay, what does get 2 damage right now? I mean, he can play Kirby again now, yes, and what does 2 damage? Halakor, okay. Halakor, yes, and then he plays Kirby again. He can use the trigger effect again, plays Customs Office, so artifacts are going to be troublesome for me, which is a bit annoying, since I do have stuff like Life Ward, obviously. But let's go with Sanctum. I do want to get rid of Kirby, but it does have the ward on there. And I think it's like unrealistic to get rid of Kirby right now. I think it's better to, I mean, get me in check as soon the Criticoda is gone. So let's actually... let's Reap with you, I think. Because we can get the Golgotha on the field, which I want to have Skirmish, so let's actually leave him there. And then put you there, and play the Take Hostages. Which theoretically brings me in check, but of course through the Criticoda I'm not. Currently costs 8 for me. Even if I would have killed Jargargle and it would have only cost 7, I still would have been out of check. So I'm fine with how things stand at the moment. And we are looking at a fine Sanctum or Untamed turn for us next. Good thing is, with Lost in the Woods, I can easily get rid of the Anafiel as well, which is fun. It's gonna do some easy stealth mode, no actions for me. Okay, that's actually fine, as long as I can go still with Untamed. Didn't really plan on playing any actions there. Sanctum would make sense as well, because Sanctum I can get rid of a lot of stuff. Sanctum actually might make more sense even. See a Hawk, destroys his own Customs Office, that's good for me. Then he reaps twice, so he's in check, which is fine with me. And yeah, if I go with Sanctum, I don't get to prevent the key, but I don't get the preventer of anything at the moment. So let's go. If we go with Untamed, I get into Aember, and I can get away with the wolf on something. But yeah, I think Sanctum just makes the most sense. You can fight with you, get rid of all the wards and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that just makes the most sense. Let's go with Sanctum. First things first, let's Reap with you to use the... I think use a Big Twig to Reap with you. Why can I not fight? Did he play something that I cannot fight? No, I can't fight. Why is he automatically Reaping with you? Ah, because nothing is stunned here. Okay, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Let's... I mean, these are gonna die. You can fight with you and fight with you and then fight with Lord Golgotha, so these two are gonna die. So let's actually stun and do that with Jargargle. Since I am gonna do this, let's fight with you versus you, fight with you versus you, and then fight with you versus you. Which doesn't get us into Archives since he was warded still, and now theoretically in check since it only... Yeah, it will be a check. Because even if he plays one creature, which is not Logos, it will only cost 8 for me, which will bring me into check. Which is nice. Most likely not going with Starlines again, I'm assuming, since he just played that for a few turns. So he would have to... He gets Logos though, okay, so that means my key cost won't be... increased. That's the word. Halakor and Remiel gets damage on him. Then you see the Graft, so he gets 2 Aember himself, which is of course annoying, but not much I can do against that at the moment. We see Biophile going down as well. And yeah, I'm gonna forge my key. Opponent gets only 1 Aember too, since it still costs 7, yes. Only 1 Aember there. Do we go with Starline's Sanctum? What you call it? Sanctum again? No. This time I want to go with my what you call it? My Untamed stuff. Let's go with Untamed. Let's get the Way of the Wolf on Flux here. Does that make sense? No, don't really care about that. Let's get the Way of the Wolf on you. And let's play the Hunting Witch. Let's play the Snufflegator. Then Reap with you to stun, do the thing with you, and then fight with you versus you. And end the turn. And now we are even in Aember and Keys, but yeah, my board is obviously looking a bit stronger. Because his whole board is stunned for now. And yeah, I do have Hunting Witch, I do have all these now fine Sanctum and Untamed creatures. Does he have like a straight easy board wipe? No Red Alert or something in Starlines. We see Loggers. Not really worried about something in Loggers. Dr. Millie would allow him to archive like everything. Okay, what dies? Oh, the Hunting Witch dies, okay. The Hunting Witch does die, which is fine with me. Exchange to steal 1. And Quant. And de-stun the Jargargle, I'm assuming. And Dr. Millie to archive the rest of the cards. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with Sanctum now. We can get the Bulwark to the left. We can get the Witch's Works out of there. We can... So first of all, we can Reap with you to use Big Twig to Reap with you. And let's see, if I use you to kill Jargargle, I'm fine with surviving. You are stunned, so I can kill these two with very easily with that. So I don't want to... Whatever other Jargargle is going to stay there for now. Then with you I can fight versus the Groupthink tank to actually get rid of him too. And it would kill my Anarfield, which is pretty nice. So my keys don't cost too much anymore. Can do that. Then we can fight with you versus you. And then we can Reap here. And then we add 8 Aember and check, with our opponent still not having anything. On the board at least. Okay, Archives, what does he have? Too much to protect? I actually didn't look at that. Oh, sorry for that sound there. No, he does not. But he does have no safety numbers, which could get rid of a little more stuff. Style Chain to make me discard the World Tree, which is fine. Not too worried about the World Tree, to be honest. There's no safety numbers. So he's at 8 Aember right now too. Sack of Coins to kill like a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can 1 damage to a creature for each Aember in pool. So he can kill 1 at least only. Because I think it's like choose to a creature for each Aember in the pool. I don't know how it works. If it's like the... Actually, I'm not sure, but we will find out here. If he like has to choose, no, he can distribute the damage. He can distribute the damage. Javinder and that. And then the Flinch Cloak, and we get the Forge as well. And let's go with this now to get some stuff on the board. Play you. Play you. Play you. And then what do we force him into? What did he play the most so far? Loggers, he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards with the Jargargle. So I think that makes the most sense because, yeah, let's force him into Loggers. Since he can't do anything on the board with that. We do get the Never Control the Weak, so that might be the GG for us. Since if we force him to Loggers and he can't do anything, or not a lot at least, we can force him into Loggers again. And get to check while he does that. Like Senses actually. Ooh. Wild Wormhole. Okay, yeah, that's just bad luck. If he would have gotten the Galactic Senses, it would have been 3 Aember less, and yeah, that's just... okay, that's just straight bad luck. God damn it. If we wouldn't have gotten the Galactic Senses, we would have dealt with that. We would actually won the game. Or most likely won the game. Since I just call this here again now. Yeah, I can't prevent the key. Can I? I have a discard which I could play to increase key cost or something like that. Nothing. Nope, nothing there. I can play the Raiding Knight, which would capture 1. I can steal 1 with you. But that's only steals 2. And yeah, that's not enough. So it's a GG because he got the Galactic Sensor with the Wild Wormhole. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But at least it's sad a bit as well. Since I just play you, I can play the Control of the Weak, force him into Loggers again. I can steal 1 with you. Use the action ability. Then I can use you to... Oh, I can't even because I don't have... This is not a human. But yeah, let's trigger 1 Life Ward. And then let's play Screaming Cave. And yeah, that is GG. Sadly, since he got the Galactic Sensors out of the Wild Wormhole. Sad, 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 but yeah, that happens as well, of course. Thanks. Oh, thanks. tick senses. They really hurt. But yeah, that is the that should be the live for now. If you did, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments as well if I should keep playing in the competitive, if that's like better for you and you don't mind the cuts in between. But yeah, that's all for me. I hope you enjoy. I will see you another time. Ciao.